Okay, we're gonna make scrambled eggs today. First of all, keep your pan cold. Don't put heat on it yet. Just put your eggs in. I'm gonna do 3 eggs. Of course, you can do as many eggs as you like, but for this video, 3 eggs. And then add some butter. We're gonna add some butter here. Big glob of butter. Tablespoon. I know it's not very healthy, but how often do you eat eggs? Okay. Now we're going to add heat. Be generous with the heat, okay? Make it hot. Now I know a lot of people whisk their eggs before they put it in, but you don't have to do that. You do it in the pan. Do it in the pan, because you don't want to break it up outside of the pan. You break it up in the pan. Alright, so we got to wait for this thing to heat up a little bit. Now, normally I don't use a pan this big, but for the video, so you can see it, I'm using this ginormous pan. But you can use a smaller pan, and I think it's easier to use a pot than, like, say, a frying pan, because a pot is deeper and it'll keep you from splashing everywhere and making a mess. Alright, so we'll let this heat up, and because the pan's so big, it's going to take a while. Another thing is, don't season it until the end. Don't add any salt or pepper or Old Bay or whatever you use until the end, because that'll make the eggs really runny, really soggy. You don't want to do that. So just wait till the end before you season it. Alright, let's move this out. Now the secret is to keep stirring this, okay? Stir it like you would a risotto. You don't want to stop stirring, okay? Just keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. If you don't like non-stick pans, that's fine. You know, it's up to you. But if you use just a regular stainless steel cooking pan, it'll probably stick a lot more. So it's your call on that one. But like I said, just keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. Nice and hot. Nice and hot. That's really cooking there. Oh yeah. Keep stirring it. I have an electric range, which is harder to turn down the temperature, so if your pan gets too hot, take it off the heat. Keep stirring it though. The heat is in the pan, so it'll keep cooking. Okay, you can take it off the heat. You can put it back on the heat. Keep stirring. Keep stirring. Keep stirring. You'll know when it's done. Some people like their eggs a little runny. Some people like them dry. It's up to you what you like. I like mine a little more cooked. That's just my preference. Let's keep stirring. The thing about eggs is that they're inexpensive. You can do a lot with them. And they're full of protein. They're good for you. Help you build those muscles. Now normally I would have more than 3 eggs. Probably like 6. Because I can eat a lot. Okay. Now I'm going to turn the heat off. Because remember, that heat is in the pan. So it's still cooking. Alright. I don't know if you can see the eggs or not. But it's a little bit in there. Not a lot. Alright. So when you get it to the place where you like it, where it's cooked enough for you, this is what I do. I take it off the heat, because remember, it's still cooking. I like to add a little bit of sour cream. for 3 eggs, about half a tablespoon. I'll bring it back over here. So it's about half a tablespoon. I'm going to use a spoon to stir it, because I don't want to use that spatula I was using because it did have raw egg on it. So I'm going to get a new utensil here to mix this around. You can feel free to season it right now. A little salt, a little pepper, and then the magic ingredient, Baltimore's Old Bay. I like to put a little bit of that on there. And then serve this on your plate. Or actually, before we do that, I'm going to put a little bit of chives on there. Just take my little kitchen shears and put a little chives in there. A little bit of color, a little bit of flavor. A little bit of chives. I just use scissors because it's easy. You can cut it up with a knife if you want, but I like this. Give it a little more, one more stir here. Just mix all that around. Remember, it's still sort of cooking here, even though I turned the heat off, because the pan is still holding that heat. Alright, so there we go. Just serve it onto your plate. Obviously, you probably want to have toast with this, or mushrooms, or whatever you eat. So this is just for a demonstration. And there you go. The sour cream makes this taste really good, and your friends will be impressed when you make scrambled eggs for them. So I hope this demonstration made sense to you, and hope you can follow it. It's pretty easy. Have fun with it, and if you have any questions, just leave some comments for me and I can answer them. Take care.